Hello, I'm Christina, and welcome back to an Intuitive Light Work. In today's session, I'm going to share another technique on how to reduce stress. Today, we'll be focusing on what's called Ujjayi breath or Ujjayi breath, sometimes referred to in the yoga world. And so, what does this mean? It's a technique used in breathing to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. And by doing so, it's actually stimulating the vagus nerve, which I've talked about in my previous video. So feel free to have a look there if you'd like to get up to date on that and to learn more. So Ujjayi breath is sometimes referred to, I've heard it called the Darth Vader breath. Which is where you constrict the back of your throat just a tiny bit, not to the point where you feel inhibited or that your breath is being cut off. That's not good. That would just create more stress and anxiety, right? And we don't want that. In this case, it's just constricting it just a little bit. And for some of you, this may resonate. So as a child in play, and you're pretending that you're sleeping, and you start to make noises like heavy breathing that you're sleeping, right? Interestingly enough, is a similar technique that is very much like Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath can be practiced anywhere you like. It is going to create some noise, right? So some folks, particularly in a yoga class or meditation class, if you've not done this before, can feel uncomfortable at first. But once you begin to experience the benefits of it, it is quite extraordinary and highly recommended. So you can do it as you're standing at the kitchen sink, doing dishes, and become a very conscious, contemplative practice. Focus just here, just now, just this, whatever you have at hand. You can practice this in traffic. You've heard me reflect on that before. There are various things that you can do to help reduce stress. So if you're having a stressful commute, it can be done then. So I'll let you decide where the best place is for you to practice this. And then certainly, in a more traditional sense, you can practice this as part of your daily meditation or regular meditation practice. It's also highly beneficial and a technique used to adjust the breath as you're practicing yoga, which is the type of yoga that I like to practice and have taught others, is that your movements are in concert with the breath. So in this case, let me demonstrate. I'm going to move just a little bit closer to the microphone here, so hopefully you can hear this. And I'm going to reduce the background music here. All right. So Ujjayi breath sounds like this. So you're constricting the back of the throat here and the air passages just a tiny, tiny little bit. By doing so, as I mentioned, you're creating stimulation there that impacts the vagus nerve, okay? And once again, as a reminder, when we stimulate that vagus nerve, we are stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're telling our bodies that there's no need to be in fight or flight mode, that we can relax. We can come back to a place of balance, all right? Which is ideally what we want, which helps to lower cortisol in the body, right? Which is a very good thing. All right. So if you'd like to join me for a moment, I tell you what, I'm going to grab a little Palo Santo here. And using a candle that I've already lit. Light the Palo Santo. There we go. All right, and just a little bit of smudging. Not much smoke. To me, how much smoke there is usually an indicator of how much clearing and cleansing needs to happen. All right, we'll just set that aside. All right, and if you'd like to join me then, get into a comfortable position, and we're going to practice our Ujjayi breath together with just a short meditation practice. You can just lower your eyes, looking down the bridge of your nose, and just focus on what you have directly there in front of you. And by doing so, you can just, if you're seated in a comfortable position, you can be in a yoga pose, you can be in a chair, you can be reclining, lying down, whatever works best for you. Palms up, so we're receiving some positive white light healing energy as a part of this practice. And then begin with the Ujjayi breath. One more. And just continue to focus on that breath. Deep diaphragmatic breaths, by the way, which means your belly's pushing out, making room for the lungs to expand. Just continue with that Ujjayi breath. Focusing just here, just now, just this. Letting all the cares of the day wash away. And breathe with me. Within each breath, we're creating a community of unity and oneness as we breathe together. We breathe in hope, peace, love, and breathe out oneness, togetherness, unity. I hope you've found this video of value today, and this technique of Ujjayi breath that you can take with you almost anywhere that you feel comfortable practicing. If this resonates, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, may peace be with you. Take care.